Hello everyone, how are you today? How's everything? How are you guys? Good, very good?
Hi,
Teacher.
Miss.
Hello.
Teacher.
Okay, my dear friends, third class of this week. Very close to the end of it because tomorrow is our last meeting of this first week. So let me show you what's the plan and the activities for today. Okay, before I start, I just want us to remember that we need to work on Moodle. Yeah, you guys have access to that platform. So I'm going to check and make sure that all my students are there, okay? And you guys can do the same as well and report any problem you have. So let's go to Moodle, all of us, and let's see and check that you guys are there. Okay, I am in Moodle right now. Wait a second, B2.2. Okay, 2.3, perfect. Here we are. And people in the group, let me check very quickly. Okay, you guys are there as well, okay? Checking that everything is okay with you. And you guys have modules 5, 6, and 7, okay? Remember that we just have 3 units for this cycle, which is very good. I'm checking the students. And I think that's fine. Okay, it's good. Is there any person who has any problems with the platform? Anything you guys need to report or inform? Tell me.
No, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So this is a friendly reminder for you to work on it, please, okay? The idea is that when we finish one module, you guys can practice in Moodle, yeah? Because you guys have already received explanation and you have already practiced with us. Okay, so that's the idea, not just to wait till the end. But if you don't have time, okay, you can just manage your time and get your benefits, okay? Good. I was checking and everything is fine. So if it's okay for you, we are done with Moodle. Perfect. If you have anything to tell me, just do it. Okay, let's check out the agenda first, and then I'll check the attendance and we start. Class 3, July 26th of this cycle 12, our level B2.3. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa, for telling me. So, agenda for today. Well, the first thing was to check out our platform. We already did it, so checked. Yeah, I'm so glad that all of you can access Moodle and that works for you. Awesome. So, agenda for today. We're going to start our lesson with a game about modal verbs. Okay, that was the last thing we studied last night, but we still need to practice a little bit. So first we're gonna play that game to check out how much we understood yesterday about. Then we will practice the second exercise we were doing yesterday, taken from the reading of taking care of the image, okay? That's the continuation of it. And once we have finished that, we are going to finish our unit with the task, yeah? So we are going to talk about dealing with problems tactfully, in the right way. And we will check out some vocabulary related to those situations in which we have to deal with problems. After that, you guys will have a short discussion, yeah, working together exercise. And at the end, the idea is that all of this, yeah, prepares us for writing advice about how to deal with problems in the right way. Okay, that would be the task for today. That's the plan. Questions, comments, anything you want to say or add? Tell me, guys. Okay, for people who just got into the meeting, at the beginning of this meeting, we were checking that Moodle worked for us, okay? So please do it. Go to the platform and tell me that everything is fine. Okay, let me check out the attendance and we are ready to start. Karen. Hello, Karen. Are you there?
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Santiago.
Here, teacher.
Great. Kiara.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Jorge.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Jorge. Natalia.
Present.
Okay, Natalia, thank you. Diego.
Present, teacher.
Great. Manuela.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Sebastian.
Present, teacher.
How are you? Welcome back. Okay. Very good. Beatriz. Beatriz, hello. I'm afraid she's not in the meeting. Okay. Not yet. Xiomara.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Jessica.
Present, teacher.
Great. Catherine.
Present, miss.
Awesome. Marlon.
Present, teacher.
All right. Mandy.
Present, teacher.
Great. Manuel.
Hello, teacher. Present.
How's everything, Manuel? Welcome back.
Everything's fine, teacher.
Good.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Maria.
Present, teacher.
Great. Vanessa.
Present, teacher.
Great. Okay, guys. Very good. So let's go. We are ready. First thing to check out what we were doing last night, okay? Models. Let me give you the link. This one is very interesting because it's very complete. You guys have the link in the chat. Let me show you how it works. Okay. So let's just practice everything we learned and discussed yesterday about modal verbs. You guys need to scroll down a little bit to find the game. Okay, here, dragon bite, modal verbs. You click on play, and here you have the instructions. Read the question and select the correct answer. Click on next. Here you have more of the instructions. Once you are sure you selected the correct answer, press submit, but be sure to do this within the given time, because of course you guys have time for each question, okay? Click on next. Some questions have multiple answers. Make sure all of them are selected. Then close it and we are ready. Let's do the first one together, okay? The first one together, so I see if we have questions or anything, and then you guys are on your own. Click on next. Question. The correct answer. I'm hungry, but you've just had breakfast. You can't be hungry already. You should be hungry already. You must be hungry already. What's the answer, guys? I think we are... Sorry, again?
Letter A, can't be.
You can't be, yeah, because we are showing surprise, yeah? If you just have breakfast, yeah, you can't be hungry. Submit all the time. Yes. Okay, and then you guys click on the next one and you do the same. Click on next, read the question, analyze the answers, and select the correct one. Okay, go ahead. And remember to prepare your question for me just in case you need to clarify anything, okay? I will be here waiting for you. How's it going, guys? Good? Just tell me when you are done, okay? Okay, Santiago is done. What about the rest of you? I'm waiting for you. How was it, Santiago? Was it okay? Was it good?
Well, I got 80 pounds, so I guess was good.
Very good. Did you use the explanation we discussed yesterday? Was it useful?
Sorry, teacher?
Did you
If I
use
what?
the explanation and the information we discussed yesterday? Was it useful?
Yes, obviously. Of course.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, because I know it was like a lot of information, so the idea is to put it into practice and you guys understand. Okay, my dear friends, I'm waiting for you. Thank you for telling me you are done. Okay, 2 more minutes and we are all back together. Okay, Manuel is done. Manuela as well. Oh, Manuela is saying that she needs more time. Okay, no problem. Okay, guys, perfect. Let's continue because we need the time, okay? Thank you so much for working. If you have questions about the game, this is the moment for the questions. Tell me, how can I help?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Natalia.
Because I'm going to send an image. I remember that yesterday we say that when we make predictions or we talk about, I forgot about.
It might rain later.
Yes, but I remember that we use can when we talk about.
Okay. Organize.
Like, let me.
It's okay.
When we refer to a theoretical possibility,
Yes.
but I put can rain and it's not correct, so I would like to.
But remember, what is a general or theoretical possibility, Natalia? Something that could be always the same, you know? And in that case, I just see a prediction, yeah? But let me see the picture. Okay, here we are. How's the weather outside? Is it raining? Not at the moment, but it might rain later. So, okay, I understand your point. I know, but can only, remember, only for general or theoretical generalizations, yeah? Like, for example, the example I gave you yesterday with the summers, yeah? Summertime in some places is always the same. Yes, it's predictable. But in that context, we don't have any idea to just infer, yes, or get the deduction that it is always like that, you know? Actually, there is no evidence, yeah, because it's not raining. Yes, Natalia? So the closer one there is might, yeah? Can is only used to refer to general or theoretical possibilities, okay? Like, for example, if I know my best friend's personality and I say, Daniela can be really moody sometimes. It's like, well, it's the way she is. Okay? So it's not a good thing to say can. Is it clear, Natalia? In that context, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, question from Diego. I'm not sure about the difference between must and have. Well, we have like a lot of explanation for it, but maybe I can be a little bit more specific, Diego, if you show us the sentence. Because remember that yesterday we talked about obligation, but in the negative form, they are totally different. Yeah, remember that if I say I mustn't do something, it's an obligation, and if you do it, there is a bad consequence. But if you say I don't have to, it's just something that is not necessary to do. But if you do it, it's okay. So do you have an exact example for it, Diego, so we can help you with must and have? Maybe the sentence you were doubting about? Ah, Jorge is giving us. Okay, thank you. I think Jorge is giving us more tools, I guess. Yeah. Must for obligation. Remember that we also studied must for strong recommendation last night. Yeah. Like the movie was wonderful. You must see it. Or remember our expression. It's a must. Yeah. It's like something I like it and I think you will too. Yeah. So you will love it. So it's my recommendation. Okay. Maybe Manuela gets one. I haven't seen our neighbors for 2 days now. No, they must have gone away. Okay. Is that one, Diego?
No, teacher, this is another question for me.
Okay, Manuela, go ahead with your question. That one is the one that expresses the logical deduction. When we infer information, we assume something. Yeah? Okay, no, sorry. Sorry, go with your question and then I will explain. What's the question?
Okay, but is grown use would have gone?
They would have gone away. Now, in that context, the answer is must, because what they are doing is expressing what they are inferring. Debieron haberse ido. Yeah? So I haven't seen our neighbor, so I'm just giving or expressing a logical deduction. Yes?
Okay.
Would have gone is more like a hypothetical situation, something that maybe they would do just in case, blah, 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 like when you are imagining things. But they must have gone away comes more with the reality because I haven't seen them, So that is what I am inferring from the situation. ¿Ok? Eso es lo que yo estoy entonces infiriendo. Es la deducción lógica que yo hago porque no los he visto. Entonces, no, se debieron haber ido. ¿Sí? Como cuando uno dice, bueno, estoy asumiendo algo. ¿Yes?
Yep, thank you.
Okay, good. What else? I love questions. Go ahead. You must come or you have to come. In that sentence, Diego? Yes? Okay. Remember that must and have to are both for obligation and necessity. Yeah? But have to or have got to, because that's also the expression, yes, is more common in speech. Yeah? And when we talk about obligations which are externally imposed, like you have to finish the module, for example. Yes? Must is more often like, for example, when you have a restriction, like you must be overage to, I don't know, enter this club, for example. Yes? So in your sentence, I don't know, but we don't have context. What is the context, Diego? You must come. Just that?
I'm not sure, teacher. I think that you must come, I don't know, to my house or to assist the class or you go to the school. I'm not sure. All the context.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we will need a little bit more context to analyze that one because it could be different things, If it's an obligation and a restriction, it's stronger with must, yeah? But if you are the one who is imposing the obligation, for example, to your children, or if you are someone in authority, yeah, you can also use have to. So that's why I say that in that context of obligation, they are very similar, but they are totally different in the negative form. Yeah, because if I say, well, I don't have to attend the meeting tonight. The teacher is not checking the attendance. It's not mandatory. I don't have to. But if I do it, it's okay. No problem. But if I say, I mustn't miss the meeting tonight because if I do it, I would fail the course. You know, mustn't has a very strong restriction and obligation. If you don't do it, it will be a bad consequence. For example, it will give you a bad consequence. So I think we have to check out your sentence with more context, right? Because if you are saying like, well, you have to come to my house if you want to see the movie, and an informal conversation with your friends, that's okay. Have to, you know, it's like more informal, you know, it's for a close relationship, that's good. If you say you must, it will be a little bit stronger. Yeah, so what are the consequences of not attending or not coming or not dropping in my house? Yes, Diego, did it help you? Diego, hello? Oh, are you there? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was not reading. Okay, guys, so what's the other question, or what are the other questions? No? Anything? Okay. So now that we spent some time with the questions, I think we need to cut up this activity and do it together. Because that's also with the same topic, but we need the time for the next day. This is the activity we were missing. Well, like we did not finish. So now we're going to explain the meaning of the verbs involved, which are basically pretty much the modals, I guess. Yes. And okay, how are we going to explain it? Using explanations with the ones that we already discussed yesterday, that are the functions, yeah, these ones. Okay. What is the difference between the two verbs in each pair? So here they give us the first example. Can you give me some advice about what to wear? Would you thank Allison for the kind invitation? Both are requests. You're asking for something, yeah? But would is more formal than can. This is related to Natalia's question last night, I remember. Okay, so can you give me some advice about what to wear? You're asking that person, yeah, to do something for you, and he's giving you advice, suggestions, recommendations. In the second one, you are also requesting, yes, that person to thank Allison. What's the difference? That would is more formal than can, okay? So now you are going to analyze each pair of sentences, and you will do something like this, like, well, both express an obligation, but the difference is this or this. Okay, so I will give you some minutes, and then we will do it together. Is it clear or no? And is this example clear? Have you ever used this way to request something in Spanish? The second one? The first one, yeah, it's the most common. The second one, guys. Would you thank Allison for the kind invitation?
No, really often.
No, right? Yeah. It sounds very, very formal, very sophisticated, yeah? But it exists, yeah? But as Santiago says, not very often. It's not the way we usually speak. And is, for example, in Spanish you will say like, ¿me contarías qué hicieron en clase anoche? Yeah? It's like that. You are requesting. Recuerden que ayer estudiamos la diferencia entre request and permission. Request cuando ustedes piden algo, ¿sí? Cuando piden o cuando requieren un favor, sí, es básicamente eso. Entonces, si yo digo, ¿me prestarías la chaqueta para viajar? Okay, this is the second one. O ¿me puedes prestar la chaqueta? Okay, the first one, that is more informal, but it's basically the same because both are requests. Okay, so you guys are going to analyze the let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, go ahead. You guys are on page 49. I will give you 5 minutes just to get your ideas, and then I will explain as well. Page 49. Go ahead, guys. Okay, guys. Even if you are not ready, I think let's do it together because we need the time. So tell me what you guys thought about it and let's check it. Let me just show you something I got for you. Here we are. Okay, let's check out the explanations. Okay, you must be John's niece. It's a pleasure to meet you. You can't be Karina's mother, surely? You are far too young. Okay. So, both talk about logical necessity. In both cases, the speaker is making a deduction based on some kind of evidence. Must means I believe it's true, and can't means I believe it's impossible. Because remember that when we use can't, like in the example of the game, we are showing surprise. It's like, it can't be 7 already. Oh no, it's too late. Yeah? But they are similar in the way they are expressing logical necessity. Yeah? And also in the way that we are making a deduction. Yeah? You must be John's niece. It's a pleasure to meet you. You can't be Karina's mother. Surely you are far too young. So if you look at the sentences, they are very similar. Yes? Do you understand? Tell me. Tú debes ser la sobrina de John. Tú no puedes ser la mamá de Karina. Eres muy joven. Here, surprise, and it's also what I am inferring or assuming because of the evidence. Yeah? So that is the similarity, that both are expressing a deduction, okay? And we have the evidence. Clear or no? So that's why I told you yesterday, well, the idea is not to try to check how different they are, but try to understand or check what we want to express, and that way we can choose the best one, yeah? Yes, Manuel, what's the question?
Teacher, could you please explain what's the meaning of logical necessity, or what does it mean?
Okay, when we talk about logical necessity here, is basically expressing what I know or what I assume. Yeah, let me go back to this. Let me show you something, Manuel, because yesterday we also discussed that. Where is it? Wait, with this example, logical necessity. But we don't have it, we have it with logical deduction. So I cannot give you a specific, no, a specific example with the same. Wait, maybe this one. Wait, that I just want you to connect that with the sentences we analyzed with them from the reading, yeah? But no, they are not there. So, okay, let's go back. So again, logical necessity is to express what you know or what you pretend, yeah? You understand from the situation, okay? So in that context, we say, you must be John's niece. Okay, maybe you were intended to meet that person, yeah? So you say, okay, I am assuming that's John's niece, yeah? And in the other one is also the same logical necessity, but more like a surprising situation because you can't believe that that is true, okay? So I don't know if it gives you a hint, Manuel.
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, I was trying to look for a specific example, but I didn't find it because we found logical deduction. Okay, but we will see logical necessity later, so maybe it's gonna be a little bit more clear. Okay, any other question, boys and girls? Let's continue with the next one. Even in unexpected situations, John could stay calm. Many people protested, but the minister managed to win the audience round. Remember that when you win something round, it's like very easy for you, okay? Both talk about ability, yes? He had the ability or the skill to just calm down, pull himself together, yeah? And manage to, remember that it's also like a process, but at the end you are able to do something. So that's also an ability. Yes, like when you try, and finally you can do it. Could refers to general ability in the past, whereas manage to refers to a specific occasion. Remember that manage to always refers to a specific occasion because it's part of the process. Like the topic was so difficult, but at the end, we've managed to understand it. Okay, so similarities and differences. Both talk about ability. This one in the past, this one just in the context of the speech of the minister. Yeah, yeah. Okay, questions. Esta, recuerden, es como ustedes dijeron ayer, se las arregló, finalmente pudo, lo sobrellevó, lo logró. Y esta, incluso en los peores momentos, él podía estar calmado, tenía esa habilidad. Okay. Questions, boys and girls? We started to run. No questions? Okay, let's continue with the next. We didn't need to wear formal clothes. We just dressed casually. Looking at other people, we realized we needed to have dressed so formally. Both talk about necessity. What was necessary for you to go to that party? Yes? Didn't need to means that, no, didn't was the only bold one, sorry. Didn't need to means that there was no need and the speaker didn't do this. So in this case, it's like it was not necessary, yeah? And needn't have means that the speaker did do this, even though there was no need, because this is just like Catherine said yesterday, don't need to do something, yeah? So they have more similarities than differences. Okay, questions? It's basically the same, isn't it? Yeah? Questions about it? Okay. Next one. You shouldn't, okay, maybe this one is tricky because they are very similar. You shouldn't worry about what you like. Sorry, what you look like. How you behave is more important than your image. I don't think you ought to be late again. The boss is getting a bit fed up about it. Bob talked about advice. In both cases, we are giving suggestions or recommendations. But there is a slightly difference. Slightly, little, yeah? Although we are much more likely to say shouldn't than ought to. What is the slightly difference? Ought to is used to express opinions or something probable. So we pretty much kind of have like evidence. If we know that our boss doesn't like that attitude, yeah, and he's getting a bit fed up about it, something wrong can happen if you continue doing it. Yeah, so this recommendation goes more about opinions or something probable, you know, like a little bit more evidence. But in both cases, they talk about advice, okay? Should is used to show what one thinks is best for the concerned subject or person, basically what is the right thing to do, okay? But from your personal perspective, okay? So they are very similar. Questions? Guys, why are you so quiet? What happened? What's wrong?
Everything is clear, maybe.
Okay, thank you. Well, I hope so. Yeah, because, okay.
Where is the agenda?
Okay, thank you. Last one. Is it the last one? Yeah, 6. Many people won't admit they've had plastic surgery. She wouldn't accept that she was in the wrong. Both talk about unwillingness when you don't want to do something and you won't do it. However, one talks generally about what people don't do. It's more like a general thing. Whereas wouldn't talks about a specific refusal in the past. Yeah? She wouldn't accept that she was in the wrong. Yesterday, we also checked out an example with this one, like, I did everything to fix the sound of my computer, and this is a real example, but it wouldn't change the quality. Maybe I don't know if it's working. Yeah, so it wouldn't. It's like, even if you think about wouldn't in the future, I'm talking about the past. Yeah, that it didn't want to do it. So it's like, okay, I talked to Lisette, but she wouldn't tell me anything. Yeah, it's like she didn't want to. Okay, she refused to do it. Okay, questions, my dear friends. Questions to finish that. 15 to 7, late. Questions? Not really? Anytime you can bring
Not
your
yet,
questions.
Miss.
Okay, you can also bring your questions later if you are talking about a different topic. No problem. Maybe you are processing the information and you are like, well, this is not very clear, so maybe I will ask. Okay, no problem, because we are going to continue with the next thing. Okay, guys. The next thing is to talk about how we deal with problems. Okay, here. So let's see if we can do both of the design activities for today or just the task. Basically, this is good because it's just for discussing, and I would like you to do the writing part, which is good. Remember that you will always, well, I'm not saying that there are less important skills than others, no, but at this level in which you guys have a lot of knowledge in your mind, is it better for you to work on the production skills, you know, speaking and writing? Those are the ones that really challenge you to test how much English you know, yeah, because are the ones that force you to produce, yeah? When you are discussing, when you are giving your opinion, when you are writing or building anything, you know, that is something when you really use your production skills. Okay, that was just a recommendation and something different from the lesson. Here we are. What are we gonna talk now? Deal with a problem tactfully. Tell me what is tactfully. Try to use your English for a definition. Tactfully. What's that? Any idea? Sure, that's a word that I have never seen in my life. No? Okay, I will tell you. So that's basically our topic now. Here we have 3 problems. The flatmate from hell, he's dropped out and depressed, and her dream job is a nightmare. Yes, Diego. Very good. That's a synonym for it, yeah? When you do it, showing that you care, of course. Okay. So we are going to read and check out some vocabulary about things we should do if we want to deal with a problem either right way, yeah? And maybe things we should avoid, okay? So in order to understand these problems, let me show you the vocabulary I selected for us to understand it in a better way. So I have here some words and expressions for us. Deal with a problem tactfully. Tactfully. Okay. A tactful person is appropriate and sensitive, never rude or careless. Thoughtful means full of thought. What's thought? Is the gift for saying the right thing because you understand and you care about the situation. This is what we say in Spanish, contacto. What else? Well, basically that's the literal word, but I think that's also the idea. Any other, well, with consideration. Any other idea in Spanish? No? Let me see. Cuidadosamente, como dijo Diego. Prudente. I like that one, prudente. Sorry?
Empatía.
Con empatía. Yeah. Yes. Tacto significa que uno pueda referirse a una persona de la mejor manera, incluso si es un tema muy delicado. o un problema muy grande, ¿sí? Hay personas, a veces en situaciones buscan a la persona que sepa hacerlo de la mejor manera, hay personas que prefieren no hacerlo porque pronto hieren, ¿sí? O no usan las mejores palabras. So, if you are tactful, it's because you are very considerate, yeah? Okay, so let's go. Natalia, you will start with the first one. Spoiled or spoiled.
Spoiled of a child, rude and badly behaved because they are given everything they ask for and not enough discipline.
Yes. So basically what we say, consentido. Otherwise will be untactfully. Untactfully. Yeah, untactfully. But not untaught. No, untactfully, yes. Okay. Spoiled and spoiled. Both are right in spelling. Okay? Both are correct. And I put them here like the adjective, and here is a totally different thing, the verb. To spoil is to destroy or reduce the pleasure, interest, or beauty of something. It's basically to ruin something, to ruin a situation. Okay? Esta sería consentido, ser consentido. Como decimos en Colombia, consentido, porque en otros países consentido es diferente. Pero ustedes me entienden, es consentido. And spoil, arruinar. Yeah? Okay. Jorge, you continue. Get on. That is a very common phrasal verb. Jorge, can you help me?
Okay, teacher, get on. Have a harmonious, friendly relationship.
Okay, very good. When you have a good relationship with someone. I get on with
Drop a
Natalia.
hint.
Sorry? Again? I think I interrupted you.
No,
Okay. Good. Let's continue. Vanessa, drop a hint.
Yeah, okay, teacher. To tell someone something in a way that is not fair.
That is not direct. Yes, Kiara, malcriado. Consentido malcriado. Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa. Drop a hint. Ya la habíamos estudiado antes. Lanzar indirectas, echar indirectas. Yeah? When you say something, but maybe you pretend you are not saying it. Yeah? Kiara, you are next. Drop out. Hello? Okay, while Kiara is getting ready, Xiomara, you are going to read this.
Drop out, teacher.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, to not do something that you were going to do or to stop doing sometime before you had completely finished. If a student dropouts, they start going to class before they had finished their course.
Yes, thank you, Xiomara. Something. Okay, something. Good. Do you understand, guys? What is drop out?
Is it like quit, teacher?
Yes, Manuel, it is. Yeah, you can drop out university, the English course, I don't know, any lesson you are taking, yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
It's
Okay.
like dejar, abandonar, something like that.
Yes, Catherine, it is. Good. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay, Kiara. Okay, thank you for telling me. Catherine, to be sucked.
To be sacked. To remove someone from a job, usually because they have done something wrong or badly, or sometimes as way of saving the cost of employing them.
Yes. So it is that you are hired. Yeah, but maybe not in a good way. Lo echaron. Yes, lo echaron.
Fire, teacher?
Yes, when you are fired. Thank you. Oh, Kiara, my goodness. Take care of you. Be careful. Don't show your cell phone. Be safe. Forget about me and the English class for some minutes while you get home. Okay. Diego, fly off the handle.
Fly off the handle. To react in a very angry way to something that someone says or does. He's extremely irritable. He flies off the handle at the slightest
As the
thing.
slightest. Sorry. Thank you, Diego. As the slightest thing. Guys, help me build a Spanish equivalent for this. When you are so sensitive and with things that really bother you, you lose control.
Miss,
Is it
I
like
say sorry. Sometimes I say no se sulfure.
Yeah, se sulfuran. Yeah, yes, Catherine. Yeah, but we can also find a stronger one. Salirse de casillas. Yes, Diego. Perder los estribos. That would be the closest one because of the handle. Yeah. Perder los estribos, salirse de casillas, perder el control. It's like, oh my goodness. She really flies off the handle when we talked about her boyfriend. Yeah. Okay, very good. Let's continue. New questions about this? Okay. At wit's end, Manuel.
at wit's end, completely puzzled and perplexed, not knowing what to do? For example, I've tried every possible source without success. Now I am at my wit's end.
Yeah, when you are desperate. Like, oh my God, I am at my wit's end because nothing seems to be right. What would be in Spanish? Estar al borde de la locura. Yeah, it's like so bad. Okay. Land a job, to get a job, to be hired for a job. And in the context of the reading, you guys will find like land a dream job. So to land a dream job means to get the job of your dreams. Okay? Land a job, very easy. Don't get things complicated. Conseguir un trabajo. Land a job. Okay. Santiago, on-off relationship. Oh, sorry. Questions in the chat, I guess. My goodness. Oh, no, this is the nightmare of the week. Is it for all of you guys? Can you hear me well?
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
This has been so bad because, to be honest, I have tried lots of things, but it seems not to work. So, okay, maybe without my video. Okay, but you said that you listen to me well. Santiago, on-off relationship. Go ahead.
On-off relationship, also known as a cyclical
Yeah.
relationship. This is when a couple has broken up at least once before and then gets back together.
Yes, I don't know if we have a similar in Spanish. I'm not sure. Intermitente, una relación intermitente. Terminan, vuelven. Yeah?
Tóxica, Miss.
Yeah, toxic, yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, let's continue with Karen. Besotted, that's the pronunciation of that.
Besotted,
Mhm.
loving someone or something so much that you cannot think clearly.
Yes. The example, please. Karen?
I don't know, teacher.
Oh, no, sweetheart. I'm just asking you to read the example.
Sorry. I didn't read the example. Example, he was so completely besotted with her that he couldn't see how badly she treated him.
Yes, very good. When you are deeply in love, but it is also bad for you. Yeah, it's like, well, You are in an on-off relationship and a toxic one, and you are besotted, ciegamente enamorado. Yes. Santiago, that? What do you mean?
No, teacher, no worries. Okay.
You were going to write? Okay. So, perdidamente enamorado. But, oh no, guys, I cannot just, this is kind of weird for me, not showing you my face. Because you know I always do this. Okay. Yes, Manuel, thank you for raising your hand. Go ahead.
Teacher, teacher, we use beside but in a bad, como con una connotación negativa,
It
¿cierto?
has, yes, Manuel, it does. It has a bad connotation because you can be deeply in love and there's nothing wrong with it if you are the same person, yeah? But being besotted means that you cannot see clearly, you know? That you cannot see the whole picture of the situation. Perdidamente enamorado, but in a bad way. Okay, Marlon, thank you for that. Marlon, just make sure that if you are not in the tags, feed it, okay? Finish it. Okay, good. Let's continue. Jessica, wash out. Jessica. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you.
Wash out
Wash
of a
out.
person, failed and tired. Someone's was washed out, may be bored out, exhausted.
Do you guys know to be burnt out? Basically like you were feeling before we had this change of the schedule. I'm not saying that maybe you cannot be burned out now. Of course, it can be. But yeah, when you have like a very overwhelming situation, everything, yeah, and you can also give the appearance of being washed out, like so exhausted, yeah, drained, yes, desgastado, acabado, what else? Agotado, that is to be washed out, okay? And it's very physical, yeah, because sometimes we cannot show what we are living and what we are feeling and facing, yeah? But this one is very physical because people can look at you and it's like, wow, you look washed out, yes? Okay. Talk over. To discuss a problem or situation with someone, often to find out their opinion or to get advice before making a decision about it. It's just to discuss a problem. Okay? Not talk over someone. I'm so sorry, it was me. I'm so glad I'm back so fast. Sorry. Do you see why I told you that my internet service is so bad? It really sucks. Excuse me.
We usually blame to Claro or Movistar.
Yes.
Claro,
Claro.
it's obviously.
That's what I told you. Yeah, claro.
Works.
And you know, I feel so bad, like, but at the same time, so exhausted. You know, because it's like, what else can be wrong? It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's finish this. I was telling you about talk over, and I was just making one thing to clarify that it's not the same about the vocabulary you should have discussed with your teacher last night. That is, talk over someone. You remember that expression? Talk over someone? That is bad. It has a bad connotation, negative one, because to talk over someone is to usually interrupt the person you are talking to. Yeah? Okay? But if you talk over a problem, it is good because you want to discuss it. You want to share that. Do you understand, boys and girls? Yes? Si recuerdan, anoche cuando estuvieron estudiando el vocabulario de comunicarse en la segunda parte de la clase, debieron haber estudiado talk over someone, que usualmente es interrumpir.
Yes, teacher.
Good. But talk over is different. Talk over is good because it's to discuss the problem with the person you want to share that. Okay. Good. Close up. To chat entirely. I want to be quiet and I don't want to say anything about it. Okay. Resent someone. If you resent someone or something, you feel bitter and angry about them. When you feel like that towards a person, sentirse resentido acerca de alguien. It's not the same of hate, because when you, okay, what is the difference between hate and resent? To hate someone is general, it's the general feeling. You don't like that person, you hate. Resent someone could be just for specific situations, like, well, I'm resenting Catherine because she was so mean to me last night. Okay, at the moment. It's not that I hate her. Okay, that's the difference. What else? Yes, Diego. Yeah, está ardido. Why not? Pull oneself together. If I say, come on, pull yourself together. Calm down. Recover control of your emotions. Okay?
It's like volver en sí.
Yeah. Volver así, calmarse. Okay, that's it. And for the last one, to be honest, I will need your help because this is kind of tricky. Patronizing means from the authority. It comes from the authority. It could be a little bit good if you want to show a protective attitude, but it can also be very bad if you just show your authority in a bad way and you are always saying things like, you always make that mistake. You never do things properly. You are always the same. That's so bad. That's very common from you. Yeah. So when you attempt to help and appear kind, but you do it with a superior attitude. Yeah. Esos comentarios que uno.
It's like a bombero.
Sí, echar carbón. Yes, why not? But in the way we can take it as your parents, for example, or your teachers or someone in authority, it will be like they are showing you that they are superior and that they know everything. Yeah, so it can be bad. Usted no sabe quién soy yo, dice Jorge. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, okay, maybe we can just check it in the context and you will just find the meaning, okay? Because it can have like both, like good things when you are being protective, yeah? When you want to protect your children or your kids, yeah? But so bad when you are showing you are superior, yeah? Okay, my dear friends, questions about the vocabulary? I'm feeling a little bit stressed out because of the connection. No questions? Okay.
No, miss.
So now that you are ready with your vocabulary, you guys are going to read because you are the ones who need to practice the pronunciation. So I already explained the new words. Just if you see another one that maybe I missed, just ask me. But this is very easy to understand. 3 problems. And you guys need to be very attentive because you are going to give them some suggestions and recommendations. Okay. The flat made from hell. If you live in a flat or in an apartment and you have a person who lives with you, that person is your flatmate, okay? Or your roommate. So, who wants to start? Let me see, maybe a person who I have not asked. Marlon is busy. I already asked Diego. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, miss. The flame from hell. Monica's parents are very protective and have always refused to allow her to attend university in a city 100 kilometers away. However, when her aunt and uncle bought a flight there for her cousin Julia, they agreed to let it go. If she lived with Julia, Monica knew Julia was a bit spoiled, but they had always gone on fine, and Monica was happy to share with her wherever she has seen another side of her cousin since they start living together. Julia never invites Monica to join in when she has friends around and is selfish in a source of small ways. She switches the TV over when Monica is watching something, play music late at night when she knows Monica has early lectures next day, and use Monica's clothes, make food without asking. She acts as if Monica always hears something, even though Monica's father is paying rent. Monica likes Collie, but living with Julian is spoiling everything, and she feels she needs to explain to someone. But whom? Her aunt and uncle can see no wrong in their daughter, and she afraid that her parent may make her go home. She dropped hints to Julia, but Julia hasn't responded. She's been asking friends' advice.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Very good. Look how we use spoiled here in a different way. Spoiled as the adjective, malcriado, as you said, and spoiling as ruining something, destroying that relationship and destroying the situation in their apartment. Questions about the vocabulary? No questions? Okay. Do you understand the whole idea of that situation?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. O's. Okay. O's. Diego. Okay. In this context, it is like she's acting like the other one, needs to do everything she wants or just accepts everything she does just because it's her apartment. Como si le debiera algo. Yeah. If you owe someone something, it's because you need to give that or pay for that. Deber. Yeah. And in this context, that's the idea. What is it? I'm not sure, but I was paying attention to the ring, so I know that's the idea. What is it?
In the last paragraph, teacher. Yep.
She acts as if Monica owes her something because she lives in her apartment, but she doesn't owe her anything because she's paying for the rent. Okay, so the whole idea is that it's a nightmare to live with that cousin. Things are not going as she expected. Okay, very good. Second problem, he's dropped out and depressed. Who's reading? Okay, thank you, Manuel.
8 months ago, Richard, age 22, failed his exams and dropped out of university. He got a job for 3 months, but he was sacked for being unreliable. Since then, he seems to have fallen into a deep depression. He refuses to look for a job or go back to college and hardly goes out. He is very intelligent but highly sensitive young man and tends to fly off the handle if he feels he is being criticized. His father is losing patience rapidly and his mother is at her wit's end. You've known the family for years and are close to Richard. A few days ago, his mother phoned you in tears, begging you to talk him before his father does something terrible like throw him out of the house. You feel you must help and have asked friends for suggestions.
Very good. Thank you, Manuel. Okay, so that's basically that he is not doing very well with his projects, yeah? Not at university, not in the job, yeah? And of course, it's causing him depression. And remember our expressions here. What is, when they talk about his mother? Okay. His father is losing patience, and his mother is at her wit's ends, al borde de la locura. Okay, questions about the vocabulary. Begging, maybe? Begging? When you beg something, is that you ask intensely, you know, like you really want that. Rogar, yeah? What else?
Teacher, sorry, could you repeat the meaning of was said?
Yes, but was sacked, Natalia, is to be hired. No, fired. Hired to get the job, fired to just say bye. Yes, to be fired from your job. Lo echaron del trabajo. That is to be sacked. So he got a job for 3 months, but was sacked for being unreliable. Okay, what else? Is it okay? Okay. Here, remember, sensitive young man and tends to fly off the handle. Fly off the handle. If he feels he's being criticized, he loses control of his emotions. That is to try off the handle. Perder los estribos. Okay. Her dream job is a nightmare. Okay. Who can read? Maria, can you? Maybe you can divide the paragraph with Manuela. Yeah, that I have not heard your voices, okay? Maria and Manuela. So Maria, you start. Let's go.
Her dream job is a nightmare. A year ago, your sister Anna, aged 25, landed her dream job in a leasing company, and everyone was delighted. But after a few months, she got involved in an on-off relationship with the boss, Paul, aged 41. She is exhausted with him, and sometimes he is very attentive to her, but at other times he treats her as if she doesn't exist. He is also getting her to do a lot of extra work without paying her and constantly hinting at promotion, which never happens. She knows other people in the office. She knows other people in the office
Yes.
are talking and laughing about her behind her back, and no longer feels comfortable there.
Thank you, Maria. Manuela, now you continue. Anna used to be a bright.
Okay. Anna used to be a bright, fun-loving girl and sometimes a stylist. But another times she looks washed out and seems to have lost her confidence. Your parents are very worried about her and can imagine what has gone wrong. But she has made you swear not to tell anyone about Paul. So far, you have not broken her confidence, but you feel that you have to do something and have asked friends for advice.
Very good. Thank you, Maria and Manuela. Okay, guys. I think this one was the one that has more of the vocabulary we discussed. Questions. Remember, landed her dream job. She got that job. Yeah, but at the end, it was not what she was expecting. She entered in this on and off relationship with her boss, very bad. She's in love, but in a very bad way. Besotted, remember that. Perdidamente enamorada. She cannot think or see clearly. And she's washed out, like burned out. So bad. So exhausted. What else? Anything? Okay. I hope you guys have understood the 3 problems. Now, let me tell you what we're going to do. Yes, Catherine, sorry.
What is the meaning? And constantly hinting at. It's like a prometer or something
Yes.
like.
Yeah. Hinting at is like, well, actually, when we give hints, remember, we are saying things in a not direct way. Yeah, but in this one, in this context, it's like promising. Yeah, like when he's saying things, but nothing gets you know, like real. Insinuar, prometer, como un medio, insinuar algo, pero nunca sale con nada. That's hinting at in this. Because drop a hint es lanzar una indirecta. Okay? Good. What else? Any new vocabulary here? Okay. So, you guys are going to do this. Let me send you the link so you guys know what you have to do. And while I am explaining, you guys are reading and checking if you understand. We have 2 activities for today, but I prefer doing the one that is individually and is about writing, because as I told you, you know, production skills need to be stronger. So because of the time, that is my election. It's supposed to be okay here. So writing tasks. Basically, you have to choose one of those problems, the one that you feel more comfortable with, or the one that you feel that you understood better. Yeah. Okay, check out the link in the chat. And you guys are going to give some suggestions to that person. Imagine one of the people above is writing to an online website or blog, yeah, for asking advice, yes, or asking for your opinion. So you have to write a posting giving your opinion. Like, for example, what you think about the problem. Well, you know, like, just that would be the introduction. Like, dear Manuel, I feel so sorry about you facing that situation with your cousin. Yeah, the intro is what you think of the problem. The body of it is the tips or the suggestions you guys can give that person in order to handle the situation. Yeah? And at the end, a short conclusion that is just the last part. I hope it really works for you. I hope you can pull yourself and get everything very well. Yeah? Do you understand? So the short intro is what you think of the problem. So that gives me a hint about what you are talking about. Then some tips and recommendations for that person. And at the end, just a conclusion for saying bye. Is it clear?
It's clear, Miss.
Okay, so start working on it. Along with it, let me show you how you can guide your writing. On page 53, you guys have useful language. Look, when you talk about the right thing to do, you can use this. It's not like you have to, but it's an option. Talking about the wrong thing to do, like, well, it's best not to let her do whatever she wants. There is no point in accepting everything she says. It's important to avoid, I don't know, like having, I don't know, a fight with your parents, blah, blah, blah. And when you make suggestions, you can just say something like this, yeah? Or it is a good thing to blah, blah, blah. Have you thought about telling your parents? What you could do is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you can use this for helping your writing, okay? For guiding your writing. And you can also use this chart we have here, yeah? That we already discussed this vocabulary, and it's the things you do or the things that some people do. Okay, this is what we already talked about. Is it clear, boys and girls? Okay, I prefer giving you time for it. No, Jorge, it is individual. This time I decided to do it individual because I need to check your writing. Okay, so it's better for me to just give you time for working on your own. You guys use the slide that refers to your name. Do you want me to remind you about it? Or do you remember the numbers?
Please remind us.
Yeah, please. Karen is number 1. Number 2 is for Santiago. Kiara gets number 3. Number 4 is for Jorge. 5 is for Natalia. 6 is Diego's slide. Manuela gets number 7. 8 is for Sebastian. Xiomara works on number 10. 11 is for Jessica. Catherine has number 12. 13 is for Marlon. 14 is for Mandy. Manuel works on 15. 16 for Maria, and Vanessa gets number 17. Okay, go ahead, guys. Choose one of the problems, only one, and work on it. Write your advice. Intro, suggestions, conclusion. Go ahead. Yes, Diego. One of those situations, one of those 3 problems. You don't have to work on the 3 of them, only one. Okay, dear friends, this is the end of our lesson today. I was checking what you guys were doing, and it was very good and interesting, although there were some students who were not working on it. So, well, I was kind of surprised because some of you did not finish, but some of you didn't even start with it. So remember that you guys have to follow the instructions on working on those tasks. I have some of you who did not work on them, so please feed that. Okay? Look, Kiara didn't do it, Manuela, neither. Here we have Jessica in blank as well. And well, some of you were just finishing. Vanessa didn't work on it. Maria was just starting. So please work on it, guys, because a lot of you were not working. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, Diego, my pleasure.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye, Natalia. Take care.
Nice.
Bye, Catherine. Have a good night,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay.